Good morning. Thought I'd do another installment of Mike's Heathen Record World. Got my Gilmore Girls coffee cup. It's bound to be a good day, isn't it? Okay. Condition. It's like ever since this whole vinyl thing took off, it's like fucking hog futures. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is very good plus. That's a good $40 album. If it was mint minus, you can add $15 to that. You know, and people buying records and not opening them up and all kinds of shit. You know, so I think you know by now where I stand. So let's do a couple of these would be valuable. Now, if you'll indulge me, I've told this story a million times, but just in case you're hearing it for the first time. I was a couple weeks shy of my 12th birthday, 1978, sitting in my dentist's office, of all places, and I'm thumbing through People magazine. Remember People magazine? Oh, God. But for some reason, they had an article about the Sex Pistols that just finished their tour, at that point, and were over. And I read Rock Scene and Cream. You'd see pictures, but where are you going to hear the Sex Pistols when you're 11? You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the pictures, and it's like, I think this is for me, And right across the street was a little record store that I used to go to, called the Record People, on Harlem near Foster, if you live in town. But so I go across the street, and had a little, usually had a couple bucks, and yeah, there it was. I'm like, oh man, so I bought it. And so it's pretty early edition, American edition, and here it is. 40 years later, I still have it. I would never replace this album. What am I going to do? Buy a reissue? This one's got all the history in it. So I'm sure, I don't know. That's what it looks like on the inside. But yeah, it came with an inside sleeve, but I cut all the pictures out and put them on my little denim binder thing, I used to have in school. I put the pictures on there. And I also, it's a long story, but I brought, one of our teachers tried to be hip and said, oh, bring in records, I think I brought in Kiss Alive, or no, I brought in Destroyer, that's right. Because she goes, oh, Beth, that's a nice song. But then I brought this in. I got about halfway through the first song, Holidays in the Sun, pulls it off, practically throws it back at me. And then my mom gets a call that day. And I can only hear my mom's side of the conversation, you know what I mean? And she kind of looks at me with a little smile, and I hear her tell my teacher, who was railing, whatever, like, well, yeah, they kind of felt that way about Elvis, too, I'm like, yeah, scar one for Mom. Fuck that teacher. Miss Yorio. She's probably long dead by now, and more power. All right, so there's that one, And also, yeah, as you could probably guess if you don't know, I love the Replacements. That was like REM was our Beatles, Replacements were our Stones, and Husker Du were the Who. I stand by that. And yeah, it taught me, as far as playing music, it was a revelation. Like, you ain't gotta learn them fucking songs. You just have a go. It was great. So yeah, here's their first album, and I think this album represents what a Replacements show is like. It's fucked up, but it's great. So there you go. This would probably be worth a good deal of money because I bought it about a year after it came out, a year or two. But yeah, so oh well, what are you gonna do? This for a while was one of the most expensive albums I bought because I really, really wanted it. Big Abby Hoffman fan. And it's basically just him and a bunch of other people getting stoned and goofing around. Which, what are you gonna expect from Abby Hoffman, right? One of my favorite dudes, But yeah, this record went for quite a bit of money for a while, But obviously, this one does not go for quite a bit of money, Probably Cats or down the road, I've had this record 30 years or whatever. But yeah, I don't even think it's worth that much anymore because I've seen it pretty cheap, and it certainly wouldn't be worth money if the record sticks out of the bottom. Okay, whatever. Okay, it's hilarious though. Money well spent. What else? Oh, this is a recent one because I love Can, and it's amazing. I tell people, but used to be able to find their records pretty cheap. I mean, I've got the price tags on a couple. Like Holger Zukai's Movies album, $4.99, Can soundtracks, $4.99. they were cheap, and they're not cheap anymore. But I gotta give a shout out to Scott from Pinwheel Records, Scott and Kim. Hope y'all are weathering the storm and getting through it. I want you open when everything's ready. But yeah, he gives me a call and says, I have a Can Tago Mago, which is one of my favorite records. Original UK pressing, and I'm thinking when I'm texting with him, like, I don't have money, man, and I'm like, okay, boy, don't fuck around. He's like, let's say $20. And his quote was, "It looks like it's been eaten by rodents." It's not even that bad. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Yeah, the bottom is all fucked up, But this is something I really, really wanted for a long, long time, And it's like, what? It's not going to be good because something, and it hasn't been eaten by fucking rodents. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? And he goes, it's had a hard life. I'm like, hey, so have I. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for the low, low price of $20, it's a $100 record. You know what I mean? But like I said, the whole point of this is like, is it going to be less good because there's damage on the bottom of it? That's fucking insane. It just doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's do one more. And this one is actually not that bad, but just let me explain something to you. The Jack Kerouac box set, original. It's got 3 of his regular 3 albums that came out, during his day. And then they put another one in there of miscellaneous stuff, great booklet. It's actually, excellent. And I thought, I kept this one in pretty good condition. It's all right. Doesn't smell. But so anyway, I looked up, just for shits and giggles. I'm not selling this, My ex-wife bought me this in 1990, I think. I don't know. But, so yeah, I looked it up, and, copies are selling for like, $200 or something, So I post a picture of it on a Record Geek site, and it's kind of hard to tell, but like, look, it's not exactly straight up and down, So then I get a guy, going, well, that's basically worthless, you know what I mean? Because it's like a little bit doesn't go up and down. I mean, doesn't cardboard kind of bend anyway? I don't know. That's what I mean. I don't know the process these people go to keep things so. It's gotta be exactly like I. Well, then what? Why? Then just download it and what the hell, So yeah, I love this, but yeah, I guess because it bends, I may as well bring it to Goodwill, right? But, so that's the way it goes. I'm going to play one of these, and it's going to be fucking great. And if the covers were in better condition, I really don't think I would enjoy it more. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. I don't even know what the point of this was. But, okay. Good morning. Shalom.